Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. It is a Sunday. It is a nice sunny day. Probably somewhere. Here it's a bit cloudy, but oh well. We do live in Manchester, so what can you expect? It's a bit of a special one today. I'm streaming with my brother. Say hi, Mike.
Hello.
Yay.
Good to be on. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully everybody can hear you loud and clear. Turn you up just a little.
Let us know if there's any audio issues.
So, yeah, we're streaming a very old game today. I was 3 when this came out, and I think it came out probably around the same time as The Lion King. So
95. So yeah,
or Toy Story maybe.
Right.
Damn. So it's an old one. It's an old classic. You can actually hear you. Hooray! The technology works. It does. So I feel hopefully it doesn't drop out or anything. It shouldn't do.
Ed's system very clever.
Is it still streaming my screen? I think it may not be because I've muted myself for so long. But I can go in and set that up again. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one today. I've played this before, but I've played it a very long time ago. And I don't remember really playing it other than watching kind of you and Dad play. So yeah, maybe if you like say what your earliest memory of this game is, because it's probably a lot clearer than my first memory of it.
Yeah. Well, I just remember one day, I got a very good report card from school when I was a little boy, and so Dad went to the video gaming store. I don't even know if Game was around then. It might have been like Curry's or something.
Yeah.
But back in the day when all the games came in those massive boxes, and this gigantic box was there. He said, "Right, well, we're going to play a new kind of game." Because I think we had like Alien Legacy, and kind of, they weren't as much story driven as they were kind of, Alien Legacy is very much a
sort of technically driven, isn't it?
It's a sim, yeah. It's a sort of civilizational sim. So yeah, we played a little bit, and I remember on the first session we stayed up. I got special dispensation to stay up late so that we could complete the first section of the game up to the asteroid bit. So we did the asteroid bit at the beginning, and which was very exciting. And I was very into space shuttles at the time, so
yeah, it's like the first thing you really see in the game is like the space shuttle.
Right.
The other thing I was going to say is like I quite like that approach from Dad. It's like any kind of excuse to get a game and then play it.
Yeah,
that's probably what I'm going to be like. It's like, oh, you came third place in the egg and spoon race, so fuck it, let's have a whole day playing some game.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's sweet.
It's like, yeah. So no, we had a great time with it, and it took a long time to actually do all of the puzzles. I think in the end, Dad got a guide that kind of gave us hints where we got stuck.
Yeah, that big Prima guide. I remember not being able to do very much without that Prima guide.
The thing with that guide is that those came with a lot of really interesting kind of background information. And when I was a little bit older, I revisited the game because this was one of my first kind of nostalgia replays when I was like 18, so probably about 15 years ago now. But I did a whole kind of A-level art project on it because I got really fascinated with concept art, and my teachers were all like, "Yeah, do gaming art, sure." So I did loads of research into the development of this game. So I am actually kind of a little walking encyclopedia of the background info for The Dig.
Yeah, so that's basically why I wanted to have Mike here when I played this, is because you know so much more about it than most people, even most people that probably like The Dig. Like how they did the artwork, how the music got made, also sort of how the game got made.
Right.
Because all I really know is that Steven Spielberg went to LucasArts. Oh no, he had an idea for it that he'd written, and then he said, "Let's make this into a movie." And then it was probably going to be too expensive. Is that right?
Yeah. So it was originally. It went through lots of different phases. It never got as far as having any casting or actually being production greenlit, but it was a concept he was trailing around to do a kind of, and a bit like how Indiana Jones is kind of a remake of a classic old adventure story, or in its own way, Star Wars is kind of a remake of 1930s, 40s adventure serials. The Dig is sort of similar. It's like a classic 50s sci-fi adventure, but updated somewhat. And usually those things have kind of a moral to the story. I think in this one, it's to do with, what if you could have eternal life, but would that actually be everything that you would hope it would be? And is immortality everything it's cracked up to be? Type thing. That seems to be the kind of the background to it. So it was originally going to be, there was an idea to make it a film, but since none of it would be, it would all have to be special effects because they're creating this entire alien planet.
Or it would look like just one of the really bad episodes of Star Trek.
It would just be a quarry with some glowing lights. So it sort of went through lots of phases and then eventually became an idea to do a point-and-click adventure game. And even that took it had a very tortured development history and went through several different directors. There's several different versions of it.
Oh God!
As such, there's loads of it. I think it had like a 6-year development, which for a game in the 1990s is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I read that it was 1989 that Spielberg went to LucasArts with the idea.
Yeah.
So that would be 6 years from conception to actual release. It's pretty mad.
Right, exactly. And a lot of it is hand-drawn animation and, but within the computer, and so all of the characters are those are little drawn animations of them walking around and stuff, and all that had to be hand programmed. So it's interesting to see what changed, and we can get into, as we're playing, we can get into some of that.
So I remember the first few bits of this game. So we'll probably be okay up until a certain point, but obviously I also wanted Mike here to help me figure out some of the puzzles, because some of them are like, if you don't have a guide, then good luck to you.
So you'd probably remember most of what you do, but how much of a hint do you want? Do you want me to just tell you what to do?
Well, it depends. We'll see. We'll see how successful I am. I'm going to start up the game here then. First, I have to share my window with Mike so he can see what I'm doing in real time.
Okay.
And then, but basically, it's using an old ass game, and it uses Scum VM to work. So this is going to look a bit weird to begin with, but this is how I start the game. So, right, can I start the stream now? So can you see that, Mike? Oh, nobody will be able to hear it just yet. So there's the LucasArts. Right, I have to set all this up in real time. So let's get the sound up.
There we go, I've got sound.
And then let's make it the right size. Okay, here we go. It's working.
Great, got it.
How loud is it? Is it louder? It better not be louder than Mike.
Let's try that. As long as you can still hear me.
Of course I miss you, darling.
Yeah, this kind of... The art style is something I've only ever remembered from a game like this. Probably because we didn't play many other games like it.
When it don't rain.
Myst wasn't like painted backgrounds, it was like pre-rendered art scenes. And I always remember that first bit. Of course I miss you, darling.
Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do.
There's a big-ass motherfucking asteroid heading straight for my face.
Get on in here, Pete.
I like how the odds are like...
Got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
1 in 1. You're gonna die.
You got a problem.
So why is it called The Dig?
It's an archaeological dig. Archaeological dig.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire.
But the idea is that you're digging an ancient civilization
in
That's true.
According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
Quick, get Bruce Willis and Steve Buscemi up there.
Ignition. 2, 1.
There was a lot of asteroid stuff in the 90s.
There was. Everyone was fascinated with it.
Armageddon.
But this would have been first. I think those were like 99.
This
Yeah.
is not a mission the shuttle was designed for. But as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race,
Great Robert
then
Patrick.
it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate.
It's almost animated like a breakfast cereal
Attila to bits.
advert.
Yeah.
If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie,
the cartoony
you're
style
famous
of
for
it,
having
right?
once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive.
I'm a meathead, okay?
I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful.
I'm here to get the job done.
The other two crew members will remain.
I'm here
with
to
the
be
shuttle.
swole.
Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
Michael Land.
We
He's
have
the
exactly
composer,
one
right?
chance.
Yep.
And we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
So that arrangement of 20 pixels is the space shuttle.
You can so tell this is cut like a movie.
Yeah.
Like you could, this was going to be the opening of the movie, clearly.
Based on a concept by Steven Spielberg.
There you go. So
Loosely
the other
based
thing
on a
that's fun-
drawing on the back of a napkin in a pizza restaurant by Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg sneezed once, and it sounded like the Dig.
I've had an idea.
Oh my god, that's brilliant, Steven Spielberg. What?
the water's fine. Robbins here, going independent.
Oh dear.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space.
So the other thing that's fun about this is that you might have noticed the dialogue is by Orson Scott
I'll be
Card,
careful,
who
Commander.
is notable
Break
for having
here,
written
going
the Ender's
independent.
Game
Oh right.
novels, which is why there's all the kind of sassy kind of banter between the characters is all by him, and also some of the slightly outdated
Howdy,
sexism.
Brink.
Of course.
Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
I saw that
Professor
was my
once told
bedroom.
me astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
So now we get to play. So that was the
There we
intro. The only thing I was going to think was that it's funny that almost all the games we played in the 90s on computer were... So it was Alien Legacy, The Dig, Outpost, Homeworld. Myst is probably the only exception, which is the only one that's probably not in space.
That's true. There's a lot of space games.
So we got our tool chest down here. So it's point and click. You point to move around, and anything
It's
the
the
mouse
pig.
goes, it's the pig.
Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm.
Anything
to
that goes
release it.
blue, you can click on and have a conversation with. So you can have a conversation
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you
with
read?
Robbins. So I can have have a quite rude conversation
here. I
about
read.
Brink in front of Brink if I want to.
What do you think of our
archaeologist.
I think he's a fucking tool. I never trust those Germans.
He headed the US
I'm right here, guys.
Yeah.
You'll be taking a close
Unless maybe it's like 2001: A Space Odyssey, where he can just see their helmets.
They're going
he
like
can see they're talking,
pointing and going.
Lips. Those bitches.
Blow out.
Why are they making banking hand symbols? Okay, so this is like your inventory thing, and you use the magnifying glass to sort of. So what's this?
It's the arming key for the explosives.
Thanks, Boston. So he tells you what everything does, and then this is your penultimate, which is like your palm pad thing.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do next in the dig, I'd just play the asteroid lander game.
Yeah, the mini game.
How do you even? I don't remember the controls very well. Oh, I don't think I can do it because when I press the space bar, it stops the. Oh well, we blew up. Never mind. We won't play that because spacebar pauses the emulator, the Scum VM thing. So.
Oh right.
You destroyed a lander.
Damn.
Oh no! Damn. So yeah, if you get bored, can I quit this? Mission aborted. Okay, good. So you can play that, which is like a weird little. And then the other thing is this comm screen. So there's Brink and Maggie.
Basically iPad.
Yeah. So you can call people and like. So I remember we need to talk to Miles to
Load a payload over.
The pig.
Yeah, Boston, I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Shagging. What do you think of my
Ready for the
pig?
deployment of the free fall tool chest.
I think you're the pig, Boston. Brink's always the one who's not clear.
Crew is clear. Proceed.
Oh, I appear to be in survey. Yay! So I have a Lego shuttle, which is pretty much exactly this. So in my mind, it's going to be the one they use in the dig. So they got like NASA's approval and stuff to like use all their logos.
Done. I'm pretty sure LucasArts by this point was, George Lucas was
true.
on pretty chummy terms
Everything
with
fine with the pig core?
NASA.
It's like, oh, you can do whatever you like, Mr. Lucas. Oh, here.
You just be good to my baby.
Imagine if you wanted this to be a prequel for Jar Jar or something.
I mean, it is bizarre to think that this was in development around the same time as the Phantom Menace.
That is mad.
That is really wacky to think about.
Follow me.
So
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
I like it when you're all zoomed out
Back soon, Cora.
and you get the perspective from very far away of the asteroids going around the asteroid. And I imagine how it would look if like Christopher Nolan did it, and then I imagine it, and then you see it on this, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Right, so we need to get to the pig. There I am, floating about. And they got the little thrusters and things flaring up on their suits. They haven't got any safety lines though. So we got bombs, kaboom. We've got a 0G digger and a shovel, which I guess is a several G digger. So now we need to go and place the bombs on the asteroid. Is that right? I always knew my way around this bit. So there we are. There's my little 3 astronauts. And watch them. We go over here. Oh, I thought it showed them going like whee across the asteroid.
I think it does when you go to the other side, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe. So this one has a boulder in the way.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Honey, we're gonna set off the nukes. Oh, Rama as well, of course. Rama was a
Cora,
also
that's one
just
we
had
shoveling
nukes
under
in
the
it.
boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up.
Again, lots of 90s sci-fi. They always brought a nuke.
Well, I'm a little
Stargate.
short on data about the tensile
Bring a nuke.
strength
Just
of
in
shoveling
case.
Bring a
0
nuke.
G under maximum thrust conditions. In
Be
other
good to
Well,
have
if
just
anything
a,
goes
No,
wrong, we'll just
might
send the
work.
nuke through anyway.
Boss, be careful.
there must have been house parties where they were like, well, just in case, we'll take a nuke.
Smash it right into Attila.
BYON.
Whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone. Thanks for the encouragement, kid. Brink, if this
I'm calling
actually
home for
works,
evac. Situation is
come
nominal.
straight at you.
That's just him
Better
getting an
fly
Uber.
clear.
Leave
Thanks for the
the
warning.
nuke in it.
Got really Larry. Someone fell asleep and we put a permanent
like it
marker on his head. Some other
Now,
guy
aren't
set off a
you
nuke
glad
in the
I made sure
bathroom.
the tool chest had a shovel in it?
What a madman.
My rule is, If you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars.
Hey!
You can pick her up.
Lads.
If you can pick her up.
Careful,
Your wife's a
kid.
fat piece
You
of
don't
shit,
wanna find yourself
motherfucker.
getting
You
quoted as
asshole.
a sexist pig in Maggie's article. I'm not here to spy on you.
You're
Lighten up,
married,
Robin.
mister.
They're just teasing.
Borden.
If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open.
Oh yeah, they think he's a spy. Put the shovel away. Don't go that way. Keep going. Right. Surface. Is it clear for the nuke?
It's where explosive beta should be placed.
Okay.
Cool.
So we get explosive beta. Put it on the
Shuttle,
surface.
this is low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in quadrant 3. Acknowledged.
What was he gonna say? That's
give
what
me a
I
hand with
said
this,
to my
Brink?
wife last night.
Of course,
Nah.
Commander.
It's not constant, at least once you get away from Borden. Of course.
Yeah, they're very bantery at the beginning. But then we never hear from them again.
Now we need to arm it with the arming.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Roxanne. Is he going? There we go. Oh, there we go. See them moving around a bit there. Is there anything here? I don't think there's anything on this quadrant, is there? No. A little bit of space. Up we go. Quadrant 2. Now this one I think we have to do some digging, do we?
It is the
It's
name
where
of the game.
explosive alpha should be placed.
Oh, he seems to think it's right and
The
right and
ground's too
dandy.
rough to
Oh.
attach the charge.
Ground's too rough. How could I solve this issue with something I have in my
Let's see
inventory?
if we can clear up old Attila's collection.
Oh, my sign today, probably can't read it yet, but I'll show it in a second. It says, well, you'll hear what it says, surely.
Nice and smooth now.
Now I can place explosive. Oh.
Shuttle, this is low. We're placing the explosive in quadrant
So yeah, if
2.
you're wondering who the voice is, it's Robert Patrick,
Acknowledged.
as Mike said earlier, who is
I need another hand
the
here,
also the
Brink.
voice of the
I'll be
T2
right back,
Terminator, the
Commander
T1000.
And the scariest runner in the world.
Yeah, he did run with a very stern face.
Excellent work, Brink.
Carter John.
Ken, the charge is set. Instruments confirmed.
What is the
I'm
name
just
of
so
your
proud
dog?
you boys. This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids.
Don't
Stick
call me a
fork in us, we're
child,
done.
no. I am not amused by your
Write your
shitty
material,
American
Commander.
banter.
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
So, Brink is voiced by Stephen Blum, who is a kind of a veteran voice actor at this point. He's been in everything. I mean, he's been in. I think he's done small bit roles in the recent J.J. Abrams Star Wars films.
Oh yeah.
I looked him up earlier just to kind of. I was curious.
As robots.
Probably.
Right. I think we can fuck off back to the shuttle.
But
now.
he does loads of the voices in this, other than just Brink.
Hmm.
So.
So now do we call Ladyface?
I think so.
Or Bawdy
Load
more?
aboard and do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
Har 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 har.
Nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Yeehaw, 4th of July. Boom,
Confirm
boom, bang,
everybody
everything's
inside.
America.
All in, Cora.
Flying around in space, blowing shit up.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
So the fact that they brought a genius linguist and an archaeologist along with them
Hmm.
sort of suggests they suspected something was different about this asteroid. And it's the classic thing of the asteroid perfectly went into a geostationary orbit around the Earth, and they're like, okay, there's something going on here. So we need to bring linguist, we need to bring archaeologist. that's another kind of thing of the. It's a bit like Close Encounters, where somehow they know.
They just knew to prepare for.
Yeah.
Trying to figure shit out.
That's a Spielberg trope.
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go.
Bang. Is that a PlayStation reference?
We have detonation.
The little
Maybe.
triangle or the red circle?
The instrument's showing. Nothing big coming our way. What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing.
Would they not have bothered to figure out a way to get inside the asteroid that didn't involve a whole bunch of nukes?
What does Houston say, Ken? Everything's go.
Like maybe an alien, like, because there is a tunnel. Like you have to blow your way inside it.
Right.
Let's see what Attila.
It's like they wanted to check that you're smart enough to use a can opener, I suppose.
Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making
Music's
speeches,
fantastic.
Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now.
It's a really great example of how to do kind of
I'm game for it.
atmospheric music. Because it's difficult with a game like this to make music that loops constantly, that isn't annoying.
Rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
Yay, there you go, pig.
That's a nice shot. I like that.
So did they have these backgrounds painted and then they scanned them into something and then represented them in 8-bit, or was it always
Some
pixel
of them
art to
were
begin with?
scanned in, yeah. A lot of them were done as pencil drawings, but I think actually even more of them were done actually with tablets.
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion.
The kind of early version of Photoshop painting, I guess.
The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel. Old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
There's all these like weird sounds of crackling. Why does everything the German dude sound like innuendo? It's the 90s. Right, so we dig out these things with the 0G digger, don't we?
Would you like to see my odd projections?
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's had some
It's your
plastic
decision,
surgery.
Commander.
It's odd, but not as odd as the rest of the I went balding, so I put my ass hair
Look
on my
at this,
head.
Frank. This can't be natural.
There's like all these crackling, sort of adjusting
Definitely
sounds.
not.
It's just the asteroid settling. It's just the house settling.
Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager.
If it's a message.
Oh, nice reference. The golden disc, right? The golden
Whatever
record.
it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
Oh, okay, Boston, fine.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock.
order.
And now
Awesome.
that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I
Blow
wanna
it to
hear from both
fuck.
of you right now is I understand, Commander Lowe.
Can
I
you see the
understand
chat,
that,
Mike?
Commander
Rob
Lowe.
said, I see you've started
There is nothing to
Subnautica,
be
Mike.
gained
I
from
have
a
subscribed.
premature announcement.
Oh no, nice, nice.
Robbins.
Yeah, that's Annalisa started Subnautica. We want to
Ken,
probably
Lowe here.
do a bit more of that soon.
I read you, boss. Tell Houston that I said Attila's
Good to
a
see you,
real
Rob.
Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Scares the
tell
crap
him
out of me, that game.
You'll receive new communication
It is very
protocols
scary.
immediately afterward. Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora.
Oh, cool.
You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Hang on, I thought she was a
Says the
candidate for
message is
Congress, not
received
in
and
Congress.
they're
Yeah.
transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, kid.
Blow out.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there was some sort of inscription.
Aliens was here.
These shapes turn out to be very important
3 for 3 here, folks.
in the culture of the alien
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle.
world.
but
What
never
slightly annoys
anything
me is that
wrong.
there's one on the penultimate. Like,
Yeah,
Why do
it's
they-
there
why
as
do
a
they do
clue, but
I'm giving this baby a little.
it's to help you know what to do.
made by
That
Dave the
doesn't work,
Alien.
Commander. Give it a big push.
The alien, yeah.
Plate just dropped down.
Yeah, one of them came to Earth and founded Apple.
The plate is gone?
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Seems to me if we weren't supposed to nuke the side out of the whole asteroid.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
It is quite satisfying the way it like pushes away.
Here's the last one.
Push it real good.
It's a good thing one of them leaves a
Well,
hole
we've
large
done it.
enough for you to
Whatever it is
travel
we
down.
did.
Like, what if it went to the land of gigantic dinosaurs? They couldn't get their suits down
Here
there.
goes nothing.
Have you seen that video of the
Commander.
it's like a kid's toy and it's got those shapes like the square, triangle, circle, you know. And he's going through it, but every piece fits in the square hole. So he's going, what about the arch shape? That's right, the square hole. I think you've learned nothing.
So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load
You
the
can't
shuttle.
get a message out.
Oh, and it's like, what is it, a
Must be
dodecahedron?
all this rock.
We're cut
It's
off.
12-sided,
Should we go back outside?
pentagram,
Paul?
whatever it is.
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
I'm sure nothing will happen.
A small vent leading back to the outer chamber.
So is it like for different sized creatures to fit through? Here we go. Yum. Up. Yum. Up. The music in this.
Is this how all their technology works, or is this just a
This
special
metal
puzzle
plate has got to have
for
some
aliens?
purpose.
For us aliens?
Uh-oh. Good job, Boston. Now you've done it.
What's happening?
I'm moving!
Bye.
As a kid, this was like, oh my god!
Wee. Oh, it's so beautiful. Clunk.
It's very satisfying. I'd love to know how they animated that.
Hmm.
There's something very satisfying about that as an alien spaceship. It's not sort of it's just a sort of objective
I
shape.
feel
It's
like
not
someone
like
turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
It's not like a living
That's
green
because we
reptile
got
creature
gravity.
from
Right.
Planet
It's not sort of bioorganic globs of stuff.
And the pressure is equalized. There's an
like a Babylon
atmosphere.
5 ship.
Or spore
Right.
machine.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically.
It's kind of like what makes the Borg cool, is that they just have a shape.
Yeah.
Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of
Way.
course, there's always the danger
LA.
of airborne infectious agents.
I'm willing to take the risk.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen
It's not
in
how
our
it works
suits
in
won't
Alien.
last long anyway.
There's a funny little egg
I
thing
say
over
we
here.
take 'em
I'm
off
going
and
to
save
put my
us
face in it.
for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
He didn't do the classic. You should have seen your face.
Yeah, tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
Just look at the stars.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof.
And people with
That's-
sore
There is
buttholes.
alien life.
Load a cockpit, over.
People.
Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see
That's a
any
classic thing
aliens
that they
coming
started
to
doing
greet
in the
us.
90s.
For all we
Shows would
know,
go,
it might
wow,
have
there
been
have been
a
so
million
many
years
bad
since these people
sci-fi
sent
movies
out
except
Attila,
this one was
and they long since died out.
It's all true.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Yeah, what the fuck do they eat?
Well, we might as well look around.
That is
and
a
learn
question.
what we can about this place.
So, fun thing you might not have known. This
might
used to
be
have a
here a
survival element
Ah.
where you'd have to actually collect plants and try and make sort of terrible food like it's Zelda.
That's amazing. Or Minecraft.
Yeah, and you had like a little
I'm going to
health
start by
bar
punching
that
this
would go
tree.
down.
Where are you
You'd
going,
have to find
Lo?
water and stuff.
I was gonna check for water.
They found it added far too much
Some way
complexity to
out
the
of
game, so
here.
they removed it.
I think we should remain together.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lo. This is an archaeological dig.
Hands behind the back.
Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine. Whenever we need to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime,
That's
our
very
first business
disrespectful
is to
of my career
survive.
path.
Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
Say
You don't know any
jurisdiction
more
like
about
15
surviving
times,
on an
right?
alien world than I do.
Cannibalize the German before he
Boston
tries
was
to
right,
take
Luther.
over, said Rob.
He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
You boys. Silly
All right, I
boys.
agree.
You are like
For
boys
now.
with dice.
Voice. You're like a baby. Okay, so now we get to run around the canal floor. Meow. Little pixel sprites. Barely a pixel wide. The only way you can tell it's them is because it just barely has enough pixels. It's like 1 pixel for an arm, 1 blue pixel for his shirt.
Yeah.
Great.
Fantastic! Look!
Yeah, this is awesome.
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone or anything alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful. Or gone.
Or gone. So we go inside the ship, right? And we find there's a rod and a little device thing. Oh, and the
Can
wire.
you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
All this rust. Corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to
Oh,
know
the
what
animals.
we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
I'm gonna immediately pull on this wire.
We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off at the breaker box?
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
He's a
Oh,
bit of a
yeah.
meathead, isn't he?
Huh. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
He's well cast as a meathead, though.
True.
He's a lovable meathead.
I'm gonna fuck everything. I'm gonna mess with everything.
Okay, so in the novel, he's described as being kind of shy. I'll tell you after this. It's fun.
It's like a
Look at it.
griffin.
It's beautiful.
It's showing me some shapes.
Changing shapes, mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Next time I suggest...
I have no eyes.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
Maybe it's a kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to
I'd love
me,
it if one of them
it
just
means
gaslights it.
absolutely
It's
nothing.
like, no, there's nothing. I didn't see anything.
I think you're losing it, Boston. I think I should be in
Still
charge
might
now.
be useful.
Yeah.
Did any of you see? Was this
Here you
here
go.
before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
There we go, yeah.
But it tells them the code.
Well,
That's what
I don't
the
see
code
any
is,
treasure,
right?
but there is something in here. When we get back, the engineers are going to have a field day trying to figure out how this worked.
So
I don't want to store that here.
you can kind of like try and mix things
won't do
together,
anything.
and it just says
It won't accomplish anything. It won't accomplish. I can't use these two things together.
it won't do it. So my sign today says
It won't do anything.
won't do it. Because it won't do it. I can't use these two things. Back to the clearing, and then we need to.
I mean, this is a game with like 400 different little objects that you collect. You can't.
Is it
Yeah, you
that
have to
many?
have something. I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot. A lot of little pieces of things.
Not just plants, but creatures too. I'm not an archaeologist.
I like the
but these
argument
look
they
like
have here, and
bones
he
to
just
me.
goes straight in digging it up.
Yeah.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
A grave?
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things.
Forgot how annoying I find the German guy. Oh, poor Brink. It's not his fault he's German.
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever. As the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's
True.
better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again.
Like, what does he really think he's going to
Now
find
get out
in
of the
there?
way if you
He's
aren't
not going
gonna
to
help,
find, like,
Brink.
bottled water in the bones.
This
Brink
might
has a
take
good
while.
point. Found this jawbone, Brink. You might need this.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have
Thanksgiving
a
dinner.
pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Oh, that's some nasty foreshadowing. Nice.
That's right, Maggie. That is right. Now take this tusk.
This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
Can't use these two things together. And the jawbone we need.
What
as
do you
well.
think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or a pet? Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Thanks,
it's a strange
Maggie.
shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong.
There's a lot of people that... These people speak in conversation enders.
They
a lot.
do, yeah.
They're just like, well, I'm pretty sure it's dead. Oh, well.
Well, that's the end of the discussion. Well, we can only
Do
fit
you
so
think
many
it
lines of
means
dialogue in the
nothing?
game. Yeah. I'm stumped.
No use. It doesn't go up all the way to the top.
It
The
used to.
engravings on this wall, are they writing or decoration?
There was an extra little place you could go up there.
Oh, yeah?
In an older version of the game.
So here we have to use the thing, right?
Tracker thing.
It seems to be.
I like it. Is he keeping that up his ass? Where is that?
That's the same place the rod is, yeah. I mean, it is like a forbidden... I can't look at it. I'll look at the next one.
5 geometric shapes.
The forbidden butt plug.
That would be a very painful... All those chiseled jewels.
Pointing at this mound, I suspect there might be something buried here.
Chiseled jewels.
How scientific of you, Commander.
It's causing serious colonic damage, Commander.
Oh, God. You're just going to shove it right up your ass.
Bulldozed by our fearless leader.
Do you have a better idea, Brink?
I'm trying to survive right now.
I thought I saw something shining. An artifact.
Oh, God. Yeah, boys, stop arguing. I agree with Boston. Shove it up your ass, Boston.
It looks like a bracelet.
Great. Now you have a little girl's bracelet.
Scenes from The Dig.
Is there anything else up here?
Steven Spielberg wanted to make The Dig more kid-friendly.
No, you've got to cut out the asshole scene, Luke.
You can't make the anal sex joke. We also can't have anyone burned to death with goo.
Nothing but dirt.
Oh, no.
So there was a fourth member of this team called Toshi Olema, who was supposed to be Japanese, and then somebody must have pointed out that Olema would not be a Japanese name. But he was supposed to be the scientist or the tech mogul who created the little Palm Pilot.
Oh, right.
It was going to be Olema Systems or something like that.
Okay, which one of you brought a vape?
I think we can safely say this is not a natural weather phenomenon.
How about a mirage? Anyone voting for it being a mirage?
It knew we were here. It was trying to tell us something. Or show us something.
Don't be too quick to anthropomorphize.
How do we know what life looks like here?
It might be alive. Or it might be some kind of automatic guidance system. We triggered it in that ruined ship and now it's leading us.
There you go, yeah.
You mean this is the last gasp of a holographic tour guide?
Why not?
Or the Port Authority. Maybe it's telling us we're under arrest. Come quietly or self-aiming lasers will toast us to cinders in 15 seconds.
That's a long time to be toasted
Maybe you
to
can
cinders.
think that's funny, but the last thing I need is some mischievous boy trying to give me the creeps.
If I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd tell you that it was the ghost of a long-dead alien.
How do you know it isn't a ghost?
Well.
What? You think this is where aliens end up when they die? If it is, then this place better be hell, because it sure isn't my idea of heaven.
Now you're starting to give me
That's a fun little reference. Do you know what the name of the planet is?
No.
It's never mentioned in the game. It's called Cocytus. C-O-C-Y-T-U-S. Which is one of the circles of hell from Dante's Inferno.
Oh, right.
That's a little thing I looked up when I was doing my research project and stuff. So there's these constant references to it being hell. Or a purgatory or some sort of punishment. And even the aliens have that sort of mindset about it too, that they're trapped here.
Show shovel
Such
to
a
break.
primitive archaeology tool.
Rob said, if I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd hit on you.
I'm gonna see if I can enlarge the hole. Maybe there's something under here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something lives down in that hole.
Title.
The utterances of experts.
Maybe something lives in the hole.
I'm done.
The ground is soft here. Loose. I think this used to be an opening, and over the years, wind has filled it up with sand and dirt.
Here, let me see.
Don't be so brave, Brick.
Yes, that's right. You're probably right.
That means the ground is treacherous.
It's very annoying to me.
It could be hollow under there.
Commander, I think it's time for an archaeologist to do the digging. I'm used to
Be my
dealing with
guest.
drifted soil.
The shovel is yours, Brink. Just be careful. The ground's pretty unstable.
I know what I'm
My
doing,
feet kept
Commander.
My whole training is to be careful. Not to charge in with guns blazing. Finally, a good use for my extensive training.
So harsh.
Just as I am as arrogant as possible. You want comeuppance to happen.
I finally get to do something on this bloody mission.
No, it's completely.
I can't.
No.
What was that? No.
No.
I couldn't get to him in time. I couldn't.
It happened too fast. Can we get down there? How long a drop is it?
Looks like the rubble has formed a ramp. Follow me.
That all happened weirdly quick.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's not moving.
Brink. Boston. He's dead.
Rip Brink.
I should have been the
Oh,
one
shit.
digging.
Then you'd be the dead one.
It was my responsibility.
Glad it's not me.
Brink and I are not children or trained monkeys. We're responsible adults. It could have been any of us, and there's not a thing you
knew the
could do to
risks.
prevent it.
Finally,
Being a
yours my
Starfleet officer.
extensive
To lose Brink,
training.
and we've only been up here.
It's so harsh that they gave him that line before he like
You can't keep me safe.
Rumble
Finally,
tumbles to his
I
death.
get to have my moment.
So
Oh
there's
no,
no
I'm dead.
particular reason for us to stay together.
Hey, look,
Our odds
the
of getting
soil
back to
is
Earth
soft
are
around
better
here.
if we
You were
work separately
right.
on figuring this place out.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
He is right.
Why? Because we're safer together? Ask Brink about that.
For fuck's sake.
Because
Well, what are
maybe
you gonna
I won't know
do?
what I'm seeing without you to help me understand it.
I'm just
If you
gonna go
find something
explore.
Interesting. The communicators still work. Till then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
I mean, it does start a bit like a
Maggie,
bad
it's against
horror
every rule of
languages
military
film.
action for an officer
Oh,
to be
that's true. That's her
separated
showing
from
she
his
knows languages. Yeah, well,
Boston,
adios,
this
welcome
isn't a
in,
military
bienvenuto.
And you don't have a plan. There's just
Salud.
you and me,
Sayonara.
and we both know exactly the same amount about this situation, which is to say, nada, nothing, zip.
What
If
language
we
is
suddenly
zip,
find
Maggie?
ourselves facing an army, then you're in command again.
It's English brackets
Until
American.
then, adios, ciao,
Simple
sayonara,
English.
She said it
auf
again.
Wiedersehen.
She did.
Nobody likes you when you
The
say
writer's
that.
just like, yeah, this is really clever. This is very subtle.
Yeah, all my psychological tests as a kid said that I didn't work well with others.
Well, no shit.
So this is what failure feels like.
It's like, why do you say all this stuff when you started the mission? Oh, I work horribly in a group project. Oh, well, then you're the perfect person for this 3-man space mission.
You should definitely go to space.
Yeah, I hate cooperating. I'm just gonna go off by myself.
You could be irritating sometimes, but you
You
sure
know what I
didn't
hate the
deserve
most?
to die.
Taking risks to save other people's lives in a desperate situation.
I just like digging.
Looks like one of the control plates
Have you
we
fallen
found
down
on
any holes,
Attila.
Brick? Oh yeah, every one of them.
I've fallen down all of the holes.
I
I
always
have
fall down.
extensive training. in
That's my
falling down
thing.
holes.
But I leave ramps behind, so it's okay. Here you go. Here's a special purple one, Rob. That looks a little,
Ooh.
I mean, if you found that in a bedroom drawer, you wouldn't be too happy about it.
Another one of these engraved sticks. What are they? Wands? Batons? Bludgeons? Maybe some kind of handheld computer game. With my luck, it's a hand grenade.
No, you find those later.
So you can look at these, and there you go. It's got the shapes. And this is one of the images I remember most from this game. It's just like the weird still image of the hand that's rendered, and then the shapes. And then being annoyed that I had to look at it every time because I couldn't remember like what the code was without looking at it. And I think it made me practice drawing them because you couldn't really take screenshots and easily go and find them.
Yeah.
Back in there. There
This
he
was
is.
definitely the era of you're going to have to get a notebook and write things out.
Yeah.
It's like the one where you kind of have to do modular arithmetic or something to figure out how the doors work in that rotating room in Riven.
Oh,
You have to go, okay, if I turn it this many times, it'll do this.
And then there's the trying to figure out how to do base 16 maths in.
Oh man, yeah.
Drama.
Dad figured it out, and he didn't have a scientific calculator, so kudos.
Yeah, he's a big nerd.
Nerd.
Which door is it we open first? Is it this one, the purple one?
My
No, we
God,
can't open that
Boston,
one. Is
you're
it?
such a nerd.
That's such a nerd. Right, we got the purple rod. Which one does the purple? Is it the yellow one it opens? Oh no, it's the one right next to the. I like how the music changes each time you walk. It's this one, isn't it? This one.
Yeah.
But it won't open yet. No, we have to go to the.
We have to do stuff first.
Oh no, I've walked down the wrong tunnel. I think we need to go down the ramp. Shit.
So
Stop
a note about the
it.
music. Oh, there was a. Did it not play the animation? There's supposed to be a little walking down the tunnel animation.
Oh, I might have skipped it because I went the wrong way.
Oh well. Yeah, a note about the music. So it's all done with a synthesizer, but the sounds are actually real samples. And it was all taken from Wagner. So like the orchestration is Wagner.
All right.
But it's not.
10 to 1, it's the power source.
You know, the chords aren't anything to do with Wagner. But when I was a kid, it said on the box, "Oh, it's a Wagnerian soundtrack." Well,
or the fuse
it's
box.
sort of.
Or whatever makes the
Wagner
thing work.
Wagnerian.
An instruction manual might help. Maybe a map.
Maybe
I could use a sandwich.
I could
And
use
a hot jukebox and a cold beer. Or just a starship headed for home.
I love you, Stormer Patrick. I want a Twinkie.
Get a grip, Boston.
I want to spend a relaxed Friday afternoon at the Kit Kat Club. Getting a dance from Cheryl.
Favorite stripper. So I'm gonna cheat for this because the whole point is that you need to get.
This pit. Yeah, this one is really hard.
So it's 4 of these, 2 yellow ones, a red one.
How? Yeah.
6 blues.
You could literally be here hours trying to figure this out.
So these buttons correspond to different actions of this little droid thingy that comes out, and you need to get it to realign that little magnifying glass thing with the Nexus power. And here comes the fella. So it's like one of those it's like machine code basically. It's like up, 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 down, left, 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 right, up, down, action, do this, grab the thing. Okay, now move up 6 and then place it.
Dad and I took ages trying to figure this out. He thought, oh, well, why don't we go and get our zero-G kind of booster packs from outside, bring them down try and get down there, but it's like, nah, it's not going to work. We're in gravity here.
So let's do now. We can do the door because there's power everywhere. It's like there's glowing
Turned on the power.
sparks and stuff.
Yeah, don't stick your hand in there.
So we need the purple rod, which is a blue triangle. So each one of these you push, it changes the shape, and then if you keep going, it changes the color. So a blue triangle, a red hexahedron. That one, I think.
Whatever that is, yeah. It's very hard to see what they actually are.
A red triangle and a blue square.
I do love the morphing. That's really fun.
Sequence of
I hope this was a good idea.
more complex mathematical. There we go. Now we can go to the
So
museum
what is through
spire.
this door? A death trap? A mad scientist with a pretty girl and a talking robot?
You wish.
An alien cafeteria? Why am I just standing here? After all,
A
as
robot
Brink found
dog with
out,
4
the worst
arms?
thing that can happen is you can take one wrong step and you're dead.
I never learned to internalize my thoughts.
So much for the cafeteria.
I'm making the gamer
idea.
think you can click on the wrong thing and die.
Boston, are you there?
They use geometric shapes as a kind of combination for the locks.
That's fascinating,
Boston, you won't believe where I am.
How did she get there?
I'm in a place filled with alien technology, the most
I've always wondered that.
fantastic
Did
things I've
she
ever
climb along
seen.
the tunnel?
And the machines are working.
She couldn't have got through the door.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
I just figured it out before you.
They're really alien. Like nothing I've seen before.
She swam over to one of the
Don't
spies.
go too fast,
Yeah.
Maggie.
I'll be careful, Boston. But it's not like we have time to use correct scientific procedures to test these things.
Where are you? How can I get to you?
I wish I knew. It's a sure thing you can't get here the way I did. I slid through a low tunnel in the rock,
there you go.
and then it kind of got filled with debris when the roof collapsed.
Nice.
You could have been killed.
Gee,
That
I
would have
guess
made
this
two of
isn't
us.
safe.
That sounds like a really
Together,
good reason to
whoever
have
went
them
through the
split up.
crack second would definitely have been killed. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about coming to save me.
What the hell?
I handled it just fine.
Yeah, I guess you're dead.
Don't come find me or you might die.
We're both doing okay, Boston. We'll find a
She'll
way
just
to
use
connect
any
up with
excuse
each
to
other
stay
when it
away from
matters.
Boston, who's always creeping on her.
What do they just? Does Boston really smell? Or something? It's like,
Boston.
I'm just gonna slide down this mountain till I die.
He does
Maggie's
make
like,
a joke
"I'm
about that
leaving."
later. He's like, maybe my deodorant failed back there on Attila.
Yeah. So we call these like tram things. I used to love just getting in these and riding around, just because the rendered like sequence was like being in a roller coaster.
It's pretty good.
It was like the closest thing you could get to a roller coaster without being in one. You're in one.
So they never show you what it's like inside this thing. I always assume
No.
there's a platform that stays level, and you're not just like.
Like a Zorb.
Yeah. That cracked egg thing has some significance. I can't remember what it is, but. So
I
you
was
know this,
thinking that,
this
yeah.
set of islands has 5 spires and a central island. Apparently, this was originally the top of the highest volcano
Now I know what
on
my pet
this
hamster
planet,
felt like.
and it flooded. The whole planet had a gigantic flood. I don't know, maybe they had polar ice caps melted or something. And so the top of this volcano became the only island left on the whole planet.
Right.
I need some help to pry this door open.
So it was kind of a sacred temple type thing, and that's why there's all these kind of, there's no real living residential area or anything. It's just museum spaces, and it's all very ceremonial.
So this is the image that I've put into the little chat window down here in the stream. I pulled it out, put it in there.
Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away. We'll have plenty of time to starve to death.
Yeah. Toby. Oh no! There's always a bigger fish. So, can't go swimming in there. Go up the stairs. Ah, now we have our first light bridge. Little alien thing is like, you need to do this and then do that and then
Last
blah, blah,
one
blah.
pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died.
That's how Brink got turned into mush.
I can't open
Way no. So I like these like
Yeah,
so
this is a little Star Wars reference. Yeah.
full of Star Wars. So you got the
Falcon.
Millennium Falcon, then you've got the
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer, and then it's a bit like the Lucasarts logo on its side as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you got like the man with the thing. Anyway. So there's 5 of these spires, and then the thing in the middle, which is the craft, the horse we rode in on. And now we've made like a light bridge. Walk on. It goes blip, 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 blip. So you need to connect up all of these light bridges. We can't do that yet. It's just the first one.
A bunch of displays set into the walls.
A bunch of things that look
here
like
and there.
doors that confused Ed when he was a kid.
I'd say it
Thought you
looks
could
like
walk-
some kind of museum. Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet.
Yoink.
Uh-oh, glowing crystals.
The forbidden eggs.
Strange glowing crystals.
So this is like a... It's sort of giving you graphical representation of the aliens, is it? I think that's the island. That's a pillar. Bonk. Weird aliens.
That says ETs.
Yeah.
That's got to be a reference.
Do. Nice little histogram there. Fucking hell. I forgot they used like a bar chart. Like, this is our population declining as a bar chart. What's this telling us about their form of government or something? We tried a king. Didn't work. A key or something?
Oh, it's the tomb.
Tree.
Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
This place looks like it's gonna fall apart.
It does, yeah. Oh, these are the crystals, aren't they?
Put the green goop on your friend.
It always also reminded me of the you know the melon thing from The Lion King that Rafiki puts the thing on Simba's head with. It's like, oh, it's a green crystal, even though it wasn't green.
Ah, we got another butt plug.
Another special.
Another one of these engravings on a stick.
Marital aid.
Marital aid. Put this in mountain.
Make cave.
Make hole.
Instant cave. I do like how the mountain basically goes. Just kind of swells a bit.
Yeah.
That canister sure packs a punch.
How does he know what it is? I haven't picked the canister up yet.
Boston!
Maggie, I found you.
I wasn't aware that I was missing.
I saved you.
I found a way to get where you are. Through the museum, back that way.
That's nice, Boston.
Cure for headaches.
If that's the museum, then I guess this is the library.
I found out how to open doors back in the Nexus. There's a tram that leads out here.
That's fascinating, Boston,
Look,
but I'm stuck
Boston,
in this silly
I think
plant
it's
room.
great you're finding things out, but I'm trying to concentrate here. I feel like I'm so close to making sense of some of this stuff, and I just want to stay here and keep working. All right?
Sure, of course.
The hair flick.
Anyway, I know where to find you, and you know how to get out of here if you want to.
Thanks. Yes.
Now leave me alone.
When I learn something,
boy.
I'll call you on the box, okay?
All right.
How long did it take you and
I won't
Dad
right now.
to kind of figure all this out?
Oh, it was weeks and weeks of it. I don't remember exactly how long.
I don't think we'll be able to
I do
fix
remember
the screen.
finishing it by the time I was in 3rd form of primary school. So whenever that would have been. But yeah, probably within the year then.
Where'd you find the canister again? Oh, it's in the cave. Is it in the cave? No, you need it to get.
It's in. I don't think you can get to it yet.
Oh yeah, I remember what I need to do. So we can't get down there. Let's go back to the Nexus. We need to go and see Brink. Back in the hamster ball. I always liked how that little step bit flashed away.
Yeah, it's nice.
They had those on the Mersey rail. Nice.
These scouts was getting their feet stuck in it.
Step back, floor disappearing.
Floor disappearing. Ah, mate, I got me fucking foot stuck in the flashy thing.
Oh no. Do. Ah. You said wait, you fool. I made me foot stuck. It's formed around my ankle.
You could be irritating sometimes, but you sure...
Right, so now we use special green glowing crystal. We use an aqua drop on Brink.
Aqua drop.
Who knows if this will even work?
I tell you about when I ate an
Even if
entire
these really are
packet
the
of
same
aqua
crystals
drops
I
on the
saw
way up to
resurrecting an
Scotland.
alien in that museum display.
And they gave me like
Designed
all
for
the
humans.
farts.
It's worth a shot.
Well, they kind of act like they say it may have laxative effects. It says that about any snack that you consume at like great quantity. And I think we were on our way to see the Elliots or something, and I was just like farting my life away in the car.
Brink.
Anyway, brings back to life.
I feel.
Where were we?
Fine. What
We were
happened?
at. We took a. It was when we took one of those road trips up to Scotland, and we went to visit some
Ground gave
people,
way under me.
family friends or something.
Brink,
And I'd
you've been
eaten like
dead
2
for several
packets of
hours.
aqua drops.
You Americans, always exaggerating.
I'm not kidding.
I assure you, Brink, no pulse, no breath, dead. But I found a couple of life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea of how to use them.
Where's the crystal? I have to see it.
I wasn't sure it would work on a human being.
Our cellular structures must be very similar. Boston, it didn't just bring me to life. It brought me to life. I feel more powerful,
I'm
more
bit
energetic,
crazy.
more alive than I've ever felt before.
Maggie, do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
I think so. Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
You have a very sick sense of humor. Goodbye.
No, wait, I'm serious.
That is a really
serious.
dumb sentence, though. Brink
Brink?
isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
I can't believe
Everything's
it.
fine.
It was a crystal I found in
Deadly
the museum.
serious. Why is he so like
The display there showed it bringing someone back to life.
sinister about his own
So
remarkable?
I tried it.
A crystal that heals the dead. If we ever get back home, this will change the world. It'll change everything.
It's not just being alive again, Maggie. I feel perfect.
Enhanced.
I feel like I never knew what good health
That's
was.
really
until
not something you
today.
want the journalist to
Feel
do.
like
Now
I've
it's all the more
taken
important to
speed.
find a way home.
I feel
Oh, it's
perfect.
kind of important to me.
I'm the perfect form of life.
Keep exploring,
No,
Boston.
bad things.
I'll get back to work on the language.
My bones are perfect
Yeah.
again. I'm like Wolverine now.
I think I might be part of
Brink.
a superior race. Oh shit.
I got this inscription from the museum. What do you think?
Why don't you
I
ask
think
Mag?
that's Maggie's department. I don't want to be bothered with...
You're the archaeologist.
What do you think the chances are that scientists back on Earth will be able
Here we are. Yeah.
to figure out these life crystals and make more?
They have to, that's all. You have no idea how good it feels to have such strength surging through my body. And not just my body.
Uh-oh.
My mind has never been so alert.
Maybe
We
you'd
have
like
to
one of
find
these
more
engraved
of these
rods.
crystals if we
Right.
can. More and more of them.
Sounds a bit like
Thanks.
crack cocaine. So now we've got the red rod now. But do we need to go and get Brink to help us open the other door?
I think so.
And then we need to do the thing with the guy. With the what's his face? The exploding monster. We just put the lime in the coconut and make explosions. Get in, Brink. Slowly walking. Can we skip?
I don't think Dad knew how to skip animations.
Oh,
So we
man.
spent a lot of time just waiting for Boston and Brink to walk places.
That's because the escape button used to always just quit stuff.
Right.
Like, it's the one button you didn't want to press
Brink,
when you were in a
could you give me
game
a
back
hand with
then.
this?
Especially with like DOS commands and stuff.
Sure.
Like, you're probably worried if you press the escape key, like the floppy disk would come shooting out the drive.
On three.
Just lost all our progress.
1, 2, 3.
You didn't hear it go, so it didn't write it to the disk.
Here he goes. Got the little canister on the floor, which looks a bit like some kind of Sith helmet. Uh-oh. Is that it kind of trying to say, don't touch these? Oh yeah, nice
That
little
was the
skull.
longest visit from a ghost
Surprisingly human-looking skull.
Yeah.
The whole display.
Did that look like a skull and crossbones inside a warning triangle to you?
Are these the life crystals?
And I like how this room is full of
Like the one
spikes
you
as
used to
well.
bring me back to life?
They look like it.
Like it's like stabby spikes.
Then it couldn't be more clear. These life crystals are the reason they brought us to this world.
I'm gonna eat all of them now.
Nom nom nom.
They have found the secret of life, and they want to share.
Then why
Weren't
are they
you
not
watching,
here?
Brent? I don't care what language you speak. That ghost shaped itself like a skull.
I don't care
It
what
was
universe
warning
you're
us.
from.
These
That's
crystals are
gotta.
dangerous.
It was the symbol of death, Lo. These crystals are the antidote for death. That's what it meant.
What if there are side effects?
Right. Right.
Did you think of that?
Did you think of that?
The side effect is that I feel better than I ever felt before. If you had used a life crystal
There's
on
no
yourself,
such thing
your
as a
mind
come
would
down.
also be
What
as
are you
clear as
talking
mine.
about?
And you'd see that there is nothing more
can quit
important
any time.
than getting
It's a
these
permanent
crystals and
high.
using them.
Brink, I think you're wrong. I think we need to be careful.
These aliens are kind and good, Commander.
This is better than when
They
I
have
went to
given us a
Glastonbury.
gift.
Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens?
Maybe they've moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or maybe they're all dead.
See how badly your brain is working. How could they be dead?
You're an archaeologist
They
and you fell
invented
through a
these
hole
life
to death.
crystals.
So
Commander,
your
I feel
shitty brain
sorry.
can shut up.
Still
That was
tied
before
down
I
by an
took the
ordinary
crystals,
mind
which
and
made me
ordinary
superior.
fears.
I'd
But
never
I
fall
feel
down a
too
hole
good to want to argue
again.
with you. Believe what you
I
want.
would definitely never fall off anything at
I'm
all
taking
ever.
as many of these crystals as I can carry.
That
I
is
won't
only for
get
stupid people.
Not gonna get stuck or anything. These are all mine. I love it did shifty
Like how
eyes at the
legit-
end there.
Take
It's
some
like
for
Pixel
study
Model
back
did
on
like
Earth.
shifty.
I'm just not gonna use them.
Like, why does he need shifty eyes?
But you will, Commander.
Right behind
I love the noise they make.
you. Yeah.
Right, let's take this canister. Shove it up Brink's ass. Does he keep following you? Yeah, he does. I thought he just stayed in that room for the rest of the game. Like, I'm gonna guard these, okay? No. T-Toby. Patooey. Thanks for spitting all the bones out.
Gross. Hey, Brink. Do you think...
Brink?
Brink?
He's just gone, isn't he?
Brink? Where are you?
It'd be good if you just saw him swimming around the island, like
Brink,
doing the
answer me.
backstroke all the way around, like, ha ha ha, I feel so vitalized.
Can you hear me?
I'm on a higher plane of existence. Just going off his nut.
Maggie?
Become
Brink's
polar.
run off. He wasn't acting
Yeah.
very rational.
With
I like
that
you can see all
vibe.
these
Supply of
the
life
birds
crystals.
flying around and stuff.
I'm afraid maybe those things are addictive. Or they altered his personality or something.
Boston, shut up. I'm trying to read this
Ghost
thing.
tried to warn us, but Brink was feeling too cocky to listen to good advice.
Just when this place starts looking benign, it finds new ways to be dangerous.
Anyway, I'm going on without him. I can't think of anything else to do.
I'll try to contact him now and then, see if he's willing to talk.
Thanks, Maggie.
Gonna have to stage an intervention
I'm
in
beginning to
space.
take this personally. Nobody wants to stay with me.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe it's my
Yeah.
deodorant.
Maybe it's my deodorant,
I
yeah.
think
Nice.
it failed somewhere back there on Attila.
Got bow. Got really, really bad bow. Right. A fucking skeleton. This bit goes... How do you rotate? Right. I think it's like this. I think this is the next bit. I did a bit of this last night, so I wouldn't be...
This is one of the
worst
harder
puzzles in the game. It's just like build an alien skeleton that you have no idea what it looks like.
Oh wait, there is the fossil nearby that helps.
There is, but it's...
Yeah.
Doesn't fit anywhere else. Just gotta see what's right.
I do like that if you get it wrong, it walks for a bit and then falls
And it just
apart in
goes,
a gooey mess.
Kill me! If I get this right first try, I'm gonna...
I think that's on the other side, yeah. That's up at the back.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is the tail bit, right? And that's like the ass. And then this is its front bit. So this must be...
That's its back
Oh
leg.
yeah, that's its leg. I think that's right.
Well, there's one. Yeah, then there you go. Then there's one.
We
That's
try it.
pretty good.
It should say dead creature. Yeah, we did it first
So
try.
you can't. Yeah, it won't let you.
You just need a little something to
Change
make
it.
you complete, my friend.
Like, where is that bomb? Is that just
How about a
in
little
its sternum?
alien
Something?
I guess it's just like... Why did you bring me back? I feel
This is
awful.
insanely cruel.
It's... But you need to do this so you can swim. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Kaboom.
Boom.
He's so happy about it.
Such a redneck.
I blew up that
Now that
alien
the
life.
water's safe for swimming, I think it's
Ah,
time to
no,
see what's
space
in that
redneck.
underwater cave.
Whee!
Oh, you can see its body on the right.
Is that what that is? Oh,
Yeah. It's just an exploded head. Just banana peel.
I love the underwater cabin theme.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's very warm. Oh, look at that. Look at that view.
Here and chill.
Come here on a date with Maggie. Sexually harass her.
Another
the 90s.
engraving.
Right, so we got one more of these to open more doors. Not right now, Boston. I'm trying to learn this daily language. And Brink's just still mad. Going off somewhere. So now we can go back to the Nexus and open the red door. Is Brink just gone? Where do we see him next? Is it outside the planetarium or something?
Not sure. It takes us a while to find him. I think we've got to do a bunch of stuff before he turns up again.
Yeah, we need to do this shitty ass, stupid critter puzzle. Wee. This bit, I was like, oh, it's so exciting, and then it would like be over before it even started.
Yeah.
No, we did roller coaster again. I think I used to just try and drive the tram back and forth over and over again.
I think those sections, those visualizations were CG, and they had to do a hell of a lot of work to get them to fit on a CD back in the day. CD-ROM is what? How big are those? 800 meg?
700, yeah, 800
Yeah.
meg. And a DVD was 1.2 gigs.
Oh, this was long before DVDs, so...
Yeah, way before. Which door is it we can open next? I can't remember.
That's the map one, but I don't think we'd get that one yet. It's the planetarium one, which is kind of the gold one on the right.
The right of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But the chords change with each door you walk past. It sounds like they do.
Yeah.
Like this way.
There's a
to
different
that
key,
wouldn't
I
hurt
think,
to.
for each island, which is kind of cool.
I like how the plants freak out.
The plants seem to draw energy from my body and disperse it among all the plants.
That's cool.
They must share a common root system.
Yeah. Just like aspen trees.
Oh, there's trees from Avatar.
Right. Ewa. Oh god, Avatar.
So, wow, 3 blue thingamablabbers.
I remember I made, somewhere I still got it, I made a little book of all the codes.
I think I remember.
But they're all wrong because it randomizes every time.
Yeah.
So it only works on this one saved game that's somewhere on a floppy disk at Mum and Dad's house. It's probably completely useless now. Won't even open.
Yeah, but people find this game notoriously hard, I've heard. Is that right?
Yeah, it should be right. When you
It's
click
the wrong
away,
door.
it should...
Am I on the wrong door? Probably at the wrong door.
What colour was the rod?
Oh, am I using the red rod? I need to be using the orange rod, I think. Yeah, I think I was looking at the wrong rod. Let's try the orange one.
I mean...
Blue triangle. A triangle.
I had a penny for every time I had the wrong rod.
Hey. It's blue triangle. And then a red one of them. We've already got that. That's lucky. Blue square and a red thingamabobber.
Red diamond, yeah.
Yay! Kaboom!
Ooh. Like, because these were clearly copy-pasted, but, you know, recolorized, and then different things were added to them.
That's already
The
big.
tram stations.
Shh, shh. Now I know how my pet hamster.
Meh.
Whee. It was this and the minecart in Riven.
Oh yeah, there was something for some reason about 5 islands and the rides that take you between them.
Yeah.
Although I think Riven was only like a year or so after this, wasn't it?
Riven was 90... No, Riven was 99, wasn't it?
Oh really? Was it that late?
Mist was 93. Yeah,
It
because
came
I
on
remember
like
it being
5
like
discs, didn't it?
the biggest. Oh no, okay, 97. Right, so I just remembered that. Yeah, it's 2 years after this. Yeah, it came on 5 CD-ROMs. Rumble, rumble.
I mean, it was a fairly big deal. It even had TV spots, which for a game was...
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
And that's game over. just it's me in the sea. It's hard to time it right. Because I still don't really know when you're supposed to do it. I think it's when you hear the rumble. It's a long ass way to fall.
That should be an Olympic event. I know I'd get at least the bronze.
It's a good thing he didn't just get splattered on the rocks at the bottom.
Rumble, rumble. Go, 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 go. Too late, you fool! Why did you... Oh, there we go. That was a double splat.
First time I ever did the wave all by myself.
It's got such an upbeat sense of humor for, like, being stranded on an alien planet. You can knock this thingy over and it... It's a bridge. Rumble, rumble, splat! You can hear, like, a bird, like...
Yeah, I do like all of the animal sounds. It really kind of makes it atmospheric.
Another light bridge puzzle.
I can't open it.
Doesn't work straight away, right? You need to readjust the lens. So we got an X-wing,
Turned on another
Yeah,
E.T.,
got
Darth
E.T. on
Vader's
his
head.
side.
Bummer.
Like a droid of some, or is that an A-wing?
Looks like an A-wing and a Super Star Destroyer.
Amazing. Is that a TIE fighter as well? That's a little TIE fighter.
Where's that?
On the right. It's like a little. It's like Darth Vader's TIE fighter.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Just needs a little adjustment.
There we go. Has to make the happy chord.
Now we can go back across the bridge, the bridge. Don't want to do that yet, do we? Oh god, here we go. Nam, nam, nam. I've broken the door. Time a little crit.
The way things have been going, I can pretty much bet that whatever that little beast just stole, I'm gonna want it really badly in a minute or two.
Yeah, that's the point. How does anything still work?
Let's do a save here. I just don't want to mess this up. Successfully save. Right. So what do we have to do? We have to get the.
There's a whole
we have
bunch
to
of
get this
bits.
rod. And does that go through this?
No, not yet. We need the
I
rib
can't
cage.
use these two things together.
So pick up all the stuff. We need that.
Scavengers have picked these ribs clean, but the animal can't have been dead very long because the rib cage is still holding together.
There should be a couple of other bits around. You might need to do a pixel hunt. There should be a dowel or something.
Is it in another bit? Is it in the other part of the
Maybe.
thing?
It's a small dowel that you need to put in the hole. It might be behind Boston, actually.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
What the hell? Can't even see it.
A short
it's
metal
that.
dowel.
That goes in the hole, right?
Yeah.
That's a nice fit.
You put the dowel in the hole, and then the rod in the.
It won't do anything.
No, and then the ribcage in
These
the
two
rod.
objects don't fit together.
You need to kind of lean the
pole?
the big pole. I love that this seems to have been.
It's been such an exciting scene in a film.
This happens. Yeah. This happens so regularly that they have a
place
little
for everything
trap
and
machine.
everything in its place.
What do we do now?
I think you have to connect the rod.
The hook won't support the cage in that position.
Right.
You need to put the pole and connect it to the dowel. So it forms like a hinge.
Because it falls down on the and then you put the.
There you go.
Rod.
So we're making a trap. This is another one where if you don't exactly know what you're doing,
And then the.
and then you prop it up with the. There you go.
If only I had some bait for this trap. But I'll just have to play sheepdog.
Stupid ass bollocks.
Shut tight and solid.
So now we have to go rummaging through the holes?
Just unidentifiable junk.
Yeah, you have to get him to come out. And then when he does, you have to go round the other way to chase him into the trap. You can't hear me eating Pringles, can you?
No, no. No, you're
Okay,
safe.
good.
So can I get him from this way?
There you go. So you need to chase him.
Yeah. Nailed it! First try!
There you go.
Got you.
Nice.
If I let you out, you'll head for the place where you hide nice shiny machinery parts. The only trouble is, how am I gonna follow you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you track him.
How'd you do that?
The
machine?
tracker, you remember the tracker finds that bracelet. You got to put the
Thin
bracelet
metal
on it.
rod.
Oh, yeah. Use bracelet with critter. This game. Now do we let him out? Check this works.
Well, now what a useful machine. It's a small alien critter.
There is a bit later where Brink's having an argument with him. He's like, "Oh no,
Go,
you're too
little creature.
stupid to
Roam
understand
free,
what
wherever
I'm
your
doing."
thieving little
He's like, "Oh no, I've just fixed everything. I've just turned on all of the lights,
indicating to the
repaired
right.
machines. But no, I don't get what you're doing." Very funny.
Yeah.
He just massively sasses him out. So good.
The last time I was small enough to get into a cave that size.
All right. Maybe you get another canister and blow up his mouth.
A lot of you.
Eat this, my friend. I think we have to go to the other bit, do we? Over the crevice.
Can we not just shovel him? Shovel the thing open?
Oh, the door? Is there nothing else in here?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna stick my hand in some crack in the rock on an alien planet.
Smart man. Well, we needed to get the... Oh, shit. Sorry about that. We needed to get the guy to with the bracelet on the... The bracelet on the rat, right? Do we know?
A lot of you just
I
unidentified.
think it's on the left. There's a hole further along.
Oh yeah,
That
you cave the... You shovel the... That's right.
Yeah, I need to
You dig it out, don't you?
Sorry, friend, but your little house is about to
Get
get
a big front door. At least it's not with an explosive device.
Yeah. Which will probably vaporize
That
the
looks
pie.
big enough to squeeze through.
Have we not learned about, like... Oh, here we go, yeah.
This does have the Tomb Raider problem where,
It's the critter's
you know,
empty nest.
all of this amazing machinery hasn't just turned to dust over
It's
however
the
many
critters
millions of years the aliens have been gone.
Yeah.
Although maybe they
got
made
to
it
be
out of
right
some
under
sort of
here.
crazy diamond crystals and not out of
This
like,
is where
silicon.
the tracker's pointing. What if I hadn't brought this shovel? No, that's not worth thinking about.
And Brink would still be... Brink would be alive. And
It
not
wouldn't be called
crazy.
the dig. It would be called the sit on the ground and
The critter
starve to
sure
death.
didn't like that.
They should have brought
He
a
took
shovel.
off down one of his tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this thing? Machine part. Yoink.
Now maybe I can get the door open.
Who the fuck at LucasArts thought, right, we're on this alien planet. What do they have? And he looked out the window and he sees like a magpie with a bit of tinfoil. And he's like, aha! I've got a great puzzle
Yes.
idea, guys.
Yes.
It won't
Apparently what we
accomplish
needed was a
anything.
vacuum cleaner attachment.
Now with any luck, this
Stole
will
my
work.
motherfucking car keys this morning and I was late to work. Right. Back on.
A thin metal
late to the
plate.
Skywalker
Now let's
Ranch.
get this thing closed up and
Long. Long.
open sesame.
Oh, Christ.
Ah.
What are we doing here again?
We've got another plate.
Another one
rod?
of these engraved sticks.
This plate. I'm gonna start getting lost here because this is about as far as I'm usually able to make it.
Okay. This bit's a bit tricky.
The scepter seems to have an electrical charge.
Was I supposed to have stolen that?
Yeah, you're supposed to use these. So the faint light in the ceiling. I think if you click on that with one of the scepters, it shows you the planetarium display.
Wow, what?
Pretty cool.
Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
No, that's okay. So what you're doing here is extremely dangerous. You're just fucking with the orbits of your moons.
Oh, fuck.
And I think what you need to do is to create a double...
Eclipse.
Do you remember in the museum, right, where the one of the spires showed a double eclipse happening through a hole in the spire?
Yeah.
So we need to create a double eclipse. So the big planet needs to be in front of the smaller one, I think. But
I don't really know how the controls are working. It's a bit weird.
I think you click on where you want it to be.
Ah.
You click it over there, that's it. And it moves all the way around.
And then the silver one moves the little guy? No?
Yeah.
Oh shit, how do
Can you every time you try and put it in the...
Oh fuck, yeah, okay. So it's right click to put it away.
Yeah, you can right click it back into the inventory. There you go. It's like roughly there, and then you get the silver one out.
And this moves the moon?
I think it has to be behind.
What is the purpose for this?
It's a depiction of the largest...
You may have to adjust it around a little bit.
Oh, you twat! Excuse me.
I would love to see the tsunamis that all of this hooping around is creating.
Is this not... I mean, I know the light's here, but is this not the sun up here? Weird.
No, it's very confusing. Maybe that's a nebula. This is one of the things that annoyed quite a lot of players, I think. Can it be dead on, or is it...
Maybe because it's coming slightly at this angle, isn't it?
Yeah. It's... It should show you an animation of it doing it.
It did to begin with.
Great, yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna put this up. I think the small planet, the small moon, is in the right place. Just gotta kind of massage the angle. Yeah. The dig.
Oh, it's not that far off. Oh, come on! I was that close. It was one click away.
And you got to get it right through that hole.
Oh, he's stolen the fucking...
No! Why is that door closing? He didn't steal that part again, did he? I'm trapped in here?
Well, dag nubbit. There's a button on the outside.
The controls still work on this side.
There we go.
So what else can we do from here? Let's try and open the red door, is it?
I think the next thing we need to do, yes.
We fixed the last tram, don't we? With the funny
we need to
puzzle.
fix the tram. Yes. So we did that. We did that part.
So we need to go back to the Nexus. Or can we go across the light bridge? No, we can't. We have to go back to the Nexus now. Darn it.
That'll only take us to the museum. Yeah.
Rubble. It's blue.
There should be a light bridge to the museum. To the Nexus, rather.
There should be, yeah. There is like a downwards one that goes to the Nexus, but you can't take it, can you? You can't use it.
You just fall, yeah.
Yeah. Then you into a
Maybe you can just stick on one of the 0G booster packs and use it like a Stana stair lift.
Because it looks like wood. I guess it's probably like ancient sea creature bones.
Yeah. But they seem to have power with rocks, these guys. They seem to have the ability to construct
I love
strange
this
things.
bit. It's so nice.
This is gorgeous, yeah.
And do you know what else this reminded me of? That level in Storm, the game with the you know, the force field thing with like these laser things moving around.
I'm not sure I do remember that.
What? There was like a force field level.
Was that in the Atlantis bit, or?
Yeah, it was way further on towards the end. There was like a whole level that had a force field around it, and you had to...
Oh, right.
This looks like a command center.
So Mike actually did a painting of this room,
I did.
and I have it on my... Excuse me. Ooh. God, that was a big yawn. I have it on my my bedroom wall in a frame.
It's very fun.
I can see a tunnel that connects to the island I just came from.
I love all the little reflections and things. It's great. If you wait by one of these windows long enough... Okay, wait. Is it this one?
Is it a secret?
There is a little weird Easter egg. If you go to one of these windows and click on it... Maybe
There's a crystalline tube stretching across the bottom of the sea.
I think you see Boston, another Boston,
There's an
dive in the
tunnel
sea
leading into the base of a nearby
and
island.
swim around out there.
That's creepy.
There's an undersea tunnel leading into the base of a nearby
And he just
island.
goes, There are funny little Easter eggs. Like at one point, if you leave him long enough, he does a little flex. He does like, "Kadoosh," you know.
A whole system of underwater tunnels.
I'm swole.
I see many undersea tunnels, all leading from the large central island to the smaller islands.
Interesting.
I see many undersea tunnels, all leading from the large central island to the smaller islands.
So, this is ridiculous.
This one is a doozy, yes.
Is this one randomized as well, or is there a cheat?
No, I think what you need to do... My method was always just... You need to see that if the tip gets a little bit lighter as you're doing it. So you need to... I think you need to kind of regularly click on it. But don't click on any of the... This is a good place to save, because you can really fuck up the whole system if you're not careful. This is a good place to save, Scum. Okay. So if you just gradually raise those, they're quite finely controlled. So if you just gradually raise them a little bit, you might see the tip of that crystal begin to lighten.
That's imperceptible.
No, I don't think it's. You need to just mess with all three of them until you see it start to lighten, and then it's kind of a warmer, colder type thing.
No.
It's just kind of like bowling ball holes. That.
Christ.
There you go. Get a bit closer. There we go. There we are. Yeah. And
there?
Yeah.
Do I click on it? Or do I keep going with these?
Try clicking on it and see what it does.
No. Oh.
Yay! Well done.
Safe.
Yeah, definitely safe.
Because you can switch all the rest of the power off, can't you?
Just... Nothing will work. Okay, continuity problem. You see the tram go.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into the station, it's not there.
Oh, boo.
So I guess it just left again or something.
Let's do the red door. Where's Brink? What is Brink doing?
He's being a bit fucky.
It's like, I am so powerful now. I don't have to listen to Boston no more. Yeah.
I'm the most brilliant, impressive human being anyone has ever met. Give me compliments. I said, give me compliments. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's a great. Yeah. I am sick of performing and not getting any compliments. It's really good.
But if I went to see Sandra Schweiger from school, she would fancy me now.
Sandra Schweiger. Maybe my compliments is under here. Naja. Typical.
Naja. That's very German. What was it? Blue. 3 of them blue ones and then a big red one. Clicking simulator.
There you go.
This game's actually just a way to test your mouse for durability.
The little fuzzy rubber ball that's inside it.
There we go. Hooray! Love the way the dust falls down. That sounds fine. The other side? Yeah, so the tram should be here, shouldn't it? Put the power back. Beep. Why did they put the call button over here and the tram is all the way over there? Oh, wait for me, wait for me. Dun, 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 dun.
Whee!
I wonder what it would have been like.
This is one of the biggest spires. Oh yeah, I mean, I can kind of imagine. There are some storyboards for this that looked kind of a little more movie-ish. Like, there's apparently a bit where they're like chasing Brink around trying to find him, and
oh god,
he's like hiding from them.
That's so cool.
This is one of the biggest spires, I think. It's got the most locations and stuff.
I can't move this thing with my bare hands. It's half buried in dirt and rubble.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can actually do stuff.
Let's see if this
in different orders. So you can actually get here before you've solved the planetarium puzzle.
But
so you can see this location before it's done the. We're doing things in a very efficient order.
Ah, yeah.
Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
That's the exact same take of that line from museum.
Could I use these two things together?
It's a roughly carved hole in the wall. What purpose could this have had?
Glory hole.
I think you can use the light.
It won't do anything.
The little
I
kind of
see
conical.
That there is some energy
the power
light
inside.
source thing.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What that noise?
So you see the panel that if you walk over that,
whoa,
it's a pressure plate.
Oh, yeah.
The stone is loose.
I don't know if you can do anything with that yet.
I'll go get my power back.
Now we've got some decent lighting.
Oh, I don't think I can.
Now
I don't think you can. I think that's just where it goes.
Well.
This rock carving here.
I can barely see this light bridge. It like blends in with the path.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go on. The light, the carving.
That carving you need to look at because it will show you.
Or
maybe it shows.
I think it showed us where the.
Oh, it's actually showing us what we already did. Okay.
What the hell?
Never
It's
mind.
like so low res. All the little references again. Let's get the light bridge working.
Oh no.
Oh look, there's Yoda.
Looks like the warranty must have run
Yay!
out on this light bridge.
Yeah, there's like a Yoda, another Star Destroyer, a Death Star. That's definitely a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
And that's an upside down
That's a
Vader
droid
helmet.
or something, yeah.
Little baby Yoda. The Babadook.
Babadook.
Just needs a little adjustment.
Just needs me to press once. No. Is that like a wheat sheath there as well? Like a corn
Yeah.
ear?
Like
What the fuck?
Okay, so maybe it needs a little
It's just
more
doodles.
adjustment.
It's just one guy's doodles. They just put them in the game.
They did. There we go. All the development meetings. Cave interior. Is this where we find Brink? Oh, the bats.
Yeah.
I made it here before you, even though you didn't get the power work.
Here you are.
I also came here through a hole. You can't make it here anymore. It fell over.
I was busy. Trying to concentrate on my work. I don't have time for
Is it me or does he get grayer? His like
In other
character
words,
model
you
gets a
want
bit.
He does,
away.
yeah.
Okay,
He
good.
looks sort of sick.
Those are
He was-
the right
at the end, he's
Go
like green.
away.
Leave me alone. I'm doing my.
He's got like 5 o'clock shadow, and he's all like, "I am fine.
Yeah.
My soul is completely poisoned, but I'm fine."
This looks like some pretty badly deteriorated machinery.
Don't touch my shit.
There are a couple of bits where he slips back into American, like where he says, "Maggie, can you try and get the grate open?" Like, oh,
Maggie's worried about you. Okay, I am too.
I'm fine, Commander. I've never felt better.
Liar.
But we're just...
I am fine.
So you can use these things. Say something profound.
Frank, I'm worried about your health.
Nice. These you can get hints if you get
I've never
stuck.
felt better.
Your behavior isn't rational.
Brink, say something profound. Brink,
What do you
think
know
of
about
Alfred
my
Hitchcock?
behavior? What do you know about my rationality? No one has ever been healthier or more rational than I am right now.
Sure.
Is that where your face is literally grey?
Yeah, very convincing.
I don't know what you're doing right now, Brink, but those ghosts had things they wanted us to do, and we need to get home. And you're not doing either one.
Look,
What
Frank,
I'm
it's
doing
a
is
shame
more
work.
important.
Now leave me alone.
But I'll never accomplish anything while I have incessant interruptions.
Okay,
Thanks.
Megamind. Fine.
Megamind.
Just leave it to it then. So can we open the map door yet? Not the map spy.
Have we found another rod?
Yeah, we've got
We've got a green one now. Okay, yeah, I think that means we can open one.
I think we've used purple, red, and orange, and we've got the green one now. I just don't really do games like this. They don't have so many weird keys and things. Like the only game that I've played recently that had any kind of key and door system was Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
And it's a similar thing. It's almost similar. Like there's a big house and there's loads of locked doors.
Just the one with the giantess lady.
No, that's the
Village.
new one. That's Village.
Okay.
But there's a house with all these doors, and one of them's got a scorpion on, one of them's got a crow on, and you have to get the keys that correspond to the doors to open them.
Ah.
It's weird. It's like it's such an old method of game design. Like you can't go
It's
yeah.
kind of nice though.
you
This
don't
is
have
something
the key.
fun.
It is
something
nice,
fun about
yeah.
discovering it.
Let's book up with these
yourself.
plates in.
I do love the bit later where they find the last one, and they're like they're thinking that the way home is on the other side, and Brink's just being a total dickbag. He's
Yeah.
like, "I think nothing is on the other side.
I don't care what's on the other side.
I just want the live crystals."
Did you say more crystals? If you didn't, I don't care.
It's like, Brink, there might be more life crystals on the other side. Oh, okay then.
Oh, cool. I'll help.
Sounds good. Scratches his, just like the Dave Chappelle. You all got any more than
Y'all
life
any more of them
crystals?
green crystals? Oh shit, was it green or was it blue? Shit, it was green. Not paying attention. Laughing about Dave Chappelle. Dewey Dave Chappelle. This one was blue?
There's a blue square one, yeah. Or no, not square. The
Sextahedron. It's got 6 points. Is it 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, it's kind of, it looks hexagonal, but.
And then a red blobby and a red diamond. I'm sorry to anybody who
actually knows what these are. But the thing is, they're quite dark, so you can't quite tell what they are. Oh, this is the one where the door's broken.
Door's
we've
broken.
Got to do a thing. So if you click away,
why didn't it work?
Boston will be
door's
crossed.
broken.
Door's
Shut
broken.
tight, and I don't know the magic word.
Oh, you have to hook the.
Yeah.
I remember.
Always attach the jumper cables to the dead battery first.
That's correct. So safety procedure, safety third.
Gas.
To attach it to.
We got to use the tusk to pry the panel off.
Yeah, why does the tusk work and not the shovel? It's such a
Let's
weird.
See if we can pry the cover off.
Because they decided that that's the thing that should do it.
It's daft, isn't it?
It's like, why does a rod weigh down that pressure plate and not something heavier that you would think was heavier? Like, why can't you take a rock with you or something?
He just knows where to plug the wire.
Get something flowing from this broken conduit on the floor. If I don't electrocute myself in the process.
Okay, Boston.
I should have been an electrician.
Did it fry the cable? Oh, but it got the juice in there. It's fine. That's how electricity works.
It has a maybe it's a capacitor in there.
It's got it's got a big battery in there. Quick, go to the door before it closes. Oh, like this.
Been a crazy earthquake. I remember printing all these up on Dad's computer and using up like an entire ink cartridge. And he was kind of cross with me about it. Because look at all the black on that side.
Yeah. £300 these in print cartridges cost.
I could buy 2 new printers for that.
Fucking printer ink. So expensive.
Wow.
Look, it starts moving before all the doors shut.
I think this is the most roller coastery one. It's got the most kind of graceful. Cool.
What? I can't see nothing. Dagnabbit. Oh,
there we go. View. This is the classic scene.
The music's so good.
Actually, I think some of my favorite part is the weird creature sounds. And
Yeah.
a weird microtonal.
A kind of light that's just on the edge of existence.
Just like Brink. Or Blink, as we should call him.
Oh, if you go to the left, there's a place around in the corner. It's like, who made all this shit? Why is this here?
Oh yeah, the nest.
Now look in the background. On the left. That's the only time you see it.
This place is as creepy as the forest.
That
behind
actually
my
gave
house
me
when I
like
was a kid.
goosebumps on the back of my neck.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
That's disgusting. I'd never seen that before. Oh crap.
It looks like a grate sealing something off.
And then later on, the inventor hints that was actually like essentially engineered. It's like bioengineering. So it's basically the xenomorph from Alien.
Fuck, that's disgusting.
They're like, that one was made or something.
What a horrible sound as well. Who needs spiders? Why did they engineer a big spider?
Kind of scary. It's like a spider, but it's it's like a bull spider.
Ooh, what do we do with this one?
Oh yeah, this is the map.
It
so
won't
if you
do anything.
I'm just rearranging my.
If you just
butt
code
plugs.
in one of the combinations, then it'll show you a location on that island. And sometimes it shows you secret things, so it's worth doing them all. Yeah. It's just some really nice sound mixing in this game.
Oh no. It's Phil McCrevice.
Amazing map system. You don't even have to refold it when you're done.
Oh, Boston. Such a dad joke.
This whole game is dad jokes, really.
It is.
The dialogue is very corny.
Blue triangle, red thingy, red triangle. That's cool, we don't have to do too much. Got lucky with the RNG there. Green triangle, blue triangle.
Now, does this map show you?
That'd be funny.
That's how you know
and it's
a really-
live.
it's a live Google Maps, yeah. I wonder how they must have made it out of real bird song.
Yeah.
I can imagine how you'd edit this together and then stick just a fucking massive amount of infinite reverb on it. As one of my teachers used to call it, awesome sauce.
Oh.
In audio editing, if you add reverb, it's called using awesome sauce. Which I like.
Speed clicking.
There we go.
Oh, that shows.
Oh, it shows that one backwards. That's interesting. That's reversed.
Weird.
It's a mirrored image.
Can't use
It's a rod.
It's a
Engraved.
rod.
5 geometric shapes.
I think we need to do the red one because I think it shows us something different.
Blue.
It gives us a clue.
Little tiny clue. Red thingy, blue thingy, blue thingy. This one? No.
At least it's not those completely insane Rama puzzle pieces where it's like, I have no idea what the sequence is here. You have to just sit there counting little squares and circles to figure out what.
I watched a walkthrough for that. Oh, so that's the tomb, yeah. I watched a walkthrough for that one.
Yeah.
And
so there is more to that crypt than I first thought.
Somebody just like, they go up to that door bit and you can see they're paused thinking and they're looking at the things. And then they go, yeah, it's this one. And they drag like the correct square in with the right shape on it. I'm like, what?
How did you
I'd
do
always
that?
just go like, and then it would go, and the door comes up, you're like, oh! Which is definitely going to happen when we stream that game.
Another broken light bridge.
Because I could never follow it all. It's like, there's too much variance between each of the things.
Oh, Ed, we just got to the hardest puzzle in the game.
Just needs a little adjustment.
Oh, why?
Because we have to fix the light bridge.
Oh, shit. Is it not as simple as the lens? Is that the sand crawler there on its side?
I think it might be, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And then that's sort of like C-3PO upside down. Oh.
Hardest puzzles. I have no idea how to fix a light bridge.
Oh, would you just go over there and fuck off? Fourth bridge.
Here you go. So you got to open the panel underneath. You got to get in the guts of it.
Oh right, you couldn't
and
open
there's
any
like
of
this
the other ones.
So this is what's in the
bizarre
guts of these
pineapple
machines.
aligning game.
Oh, I remember this. Or do I? No, maybe I remember a mist puzzle that's like this. Oh Jesus!
You've got to get the blue to blue, green to green, red to red. But with you have to get it to touch all the lenses.
That's done.
No.
No, I did it. It's done.
No.
Yeah, it's dead. Oh fuck. Adjust the crystal so that each of the beams hits another white crystal.
You've got to get it to hit all 4 of the other white crystals, and then it should prism out. Oh, yeah.
Nearly.
I think you might...
I think it's because I messed with that one already. These don't. Well, they do, but they don't do anything. Oh, twats.
Alien light.
I should have saved this. Why did I save it before I started clicking?
This is the hardest one. Get that down there. I think you just want... Go down. Get the central one pointed at the lower left, white one. That one seems to give you a few options. There you go. I think that's correct. And then you see you can independently control each of them.
And then we can get the blue one down
Pretty
there.
impressive for
there you go.
Never took a class in alien physics.
There you go. That's how you do it.
I need to
You've
get a
just got
little
to
bit
separate them out so that you can control them separately.
Oh, well, now I've still got to adjust the lens.
And it's still fucking broken after all that.
God fucking damn it. I fixed everything.
Okay, so maybe it needs a little more adjustment.
Wait, let's call Maggie. What's she doing? I'm just messing around looking at this thing over here, man.
Robbins, this is
I just did alien physics.
Robbins here. What is it?
What?
What? She says what? What have you been doing?
On your communicator screen.
Some kind of inscription?
I found this in the museum. Can you read it?
It's not the same set of symbols I'm
Is he
finding
holding
in
it
the
up
database
to the
here.
zoom?
He's like,
I don't think it's designed for strangers to be able to read it.
No,
this is my picture, and this is your picture, and they're kissing.
Good thing these things hold a charge for weeks on end.
That's true as well, yeah.
The map shows secret rooms under the tomb I found.
Okay,
if the
Boston.
map shows them, they aren't meant to be secrets then, right?
I guess you're right. There must be a way to access.
Say something.
Sometimes I wonder if we're ever going to find our way out of this.
Don't give up, Boston. We've.
Could you help
think those
then?
crystals had anything to do with Brink leaving?
Who knows what side effects they might have? Still, it's pretty amazing that they work at all.
Brink seemed to be getting pretty strange before he took off on his own.
Perhaps those crystals have some sort of side, or maybe he just wants to be.
Maybe he just wants to be alone for a while. Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
I need to sit alone by the ocean with my thoughts.
Another.
I like that he's called Brink as well, like on the brink.
He's on the brink
of
of
mental
sanity.
breakdown.
Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed.
Lord Brink.
Yeah.
Hey. Wir schaffen das.
Cool.
All right, and then this form gets slightly more real with each bridge you connect.
It doesn't look safe to walk there.
I mean, don't walk through it. It's not in this dimension yet.
Can we go back to the tomb now?
So now we can go to the tomb. Good bother, Brink.
I'm busy. God damn it! Leave me alone.
What a convenient way to open the skylight.
So yeah, we need to pin that down.
What's heavy enough? Tablet?
This is one of these situations where it's not. It's the rod that does it.
That shit.
It's like, how does that work?
How is that? It's just gonna go like. Doesn't make any sense.
You should at least carry a rock from outside or something.
What can we do now?
I think you need to go back outside, and it'll show the place where the light's coming in. There you go.
Dirt.
And then if you clear that up.
It is so like
under the
90s puzzle game, isn't it?
A lens.
It's great.
Go back
I
outside.
must pass
It's
through
like
it down into.
game design's moved
There's a
on
lot-
so much, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
if
like,
you
yeah,
do it,
don't
there's a
have the
lot of
solution.
pixel
Whoa.
hunting.
Uh-oh.
It's a big sand sculpture.
Like, don't have the solution to the puzzle like outside the room that the puzzle's located in. Usually is kind of a rule of thumb.
I worry this statue is life-sized.
No!
I hope I don't get kicked out for destroying the exhibit.
Good job, Austin.
Fucking Butterfingers.
Now that I know what I'm looking for, maybe I can get this slab out of the way.
What? Free fall. I like how he's not crouched down or anything, he's just confident in its ability not to topple him over and fug him up.
I like the plants.
Man, it's been ages since I've got this far. Where can we go?
Go to the left.
Left. The triangle points that way.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, here we go.
Scary doggo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you bastards.
Oh, boy.
Well, I guess I'll leave.
Oh, now suddenly we've got guard dogs. Where did he come from, anyway?
So what the shit do we do with this guy?
Use a life crystal on the other one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. What do you need when there's one of these? Let's get another one. I want 2.
The only way out is through.
Yeah. Yoink. Smash. Oh, God. And then they eat each other, right?
It's the ugly twins.
For fuck's sake.
That worked out
Just
right.
crush each other.
It's like a UFC fight.
Yeah.
I can't get it open.
Oh, he moved that walk.
Yeah, he just kind of...
That'll teach you guys not to mess with Boston Low.
That's
Space
right.
Commander.
Yeah,
Space Commander. I'm the Space Commander.
I'm the Space Commander.
I command space.
This whole time he's on a psych ward. He's like, I'm a Space Commander, I'm a Space Commander.
Pry the door open.
He's having delusions he's on an alien planet again.
Keeps going on about this extra
That could
dimensions.
be a really bad idea.
Keeps drawing these shapes. So we've got a rib cage and a jawbone and a
Prime
tusk
won't
bone.
do the trick.
Oh yeah, this is the part of the point-and-click adventure game where you take all the items in your inventory and rub them on everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Is it the tablet?
It won't do anything.
It's not the tablet. Is it the torch?
The flashlight.
It's
won't
not
help.
the torch. Rub it on everything.
It won't accomplish anything.
Well, it might.
There's not enough flesh left for this to revive.
Oh, I never even thought of doing that. Putting the thing on the jawbone.
Crystal is making the teeth twitch.
Ew! That's really
It
good.
makes the tusk just slightly warm.
Oh God.
That's really weird. I've never
I never
Prying
thought of
won't
it.
do the trick.
Okay, fine. We'll just leave. What do we do here? Is it in another room?
What's by the door? Is that another control rod thingy? The control by the door.
Oh, yes, I see. I was still in front of it.
crystal fell from this slot and resurrected that guardian creature.
This one.
Aha.
This one has a slot for some reason,
Door
but you can slide it
evaporated when
in,
the
which would be way
engraving touched
easier.
the slot. This is the engraving we found in the shipwreck. The one the first ghost gave us. This must be where the ghost wanted us to come all along.
The point of the adventure game where you take everything and rub it all together.
And you just run out of ideas. It's like, meh.
That'd be a
Squish
good like
stuff together.
thing to act out, wouldn't it? Just taking like just going like.
You got
Did
a
it
rib
do
cage
it?
and a flashlight, and it's just going beh.
Maggie, I found something.
Oh yes, I have created.
Far below the tomb
nothing.
past some pretty ugly guards. A dead alien sealed inside a crystal pyramid.
Sounds like they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
Must have been important to him. A king or something.
A
Or it
message.
terrified them.
Thanks, Maggie.
Remember, this is the land of the life crystals.
Just
Dead
Just
doesn't
don't bother.
necessarily mean dead. Maybe they were trying to keep it from being found and revived.
But this is where the ghost wanted us to go. The key to the last door was the key that the first ghost showed us, back in the ruined spaceship.
We've got pretty far, actually, haven't we?
Still, you don't have a key to the pyramid, right? Besides, how do you know the ghost is our friend?
Maybe we should pause it here and then we can finish it off in the next stream.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Because this guy gives a lot of
I'm
information.
working as fast as I can to get
This
this
is
stuff
a
translated.
giant info dump here, yeah.
I'm so close, I can taste it.
Fine, keep working. Call me if you think of anything helpful.
What is she still trying to do? Just translate the language?
She's learning the language. I think it turns out to be some kind of like alien Esperanto, essentially, because it's a language designed so that other beings can learn it easily.
What happens if you call Brink?
Brink, come in, Brink.
Oh, he just doesn't answer.
Great.
I'm not concerned with the petty problems.
Well, I don't have time to waste on children's games.
Oh well. Right, let's save it here. Save. Okay. Right, so I need to now close this simultaneously. There we go. Ah. That worked out really well. So you were able to see the game streaming and everything fine?
I can see everything, yeah. That's no problem.
That's great.
I can see exactly what you're doing, and I can hear the dialogue and everything. It's great.
That's perfect.
Works
Without it
really
being
well.
delayed or anything. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, I think we'll try and finish it maybe next week or the Sunday stream. That'd be good. Because there's not too much left now. We've done most of the spires. I think it's just talking to the
There's
alien
a fair
guy.
bit. I mean, there's
oh gosh, sneeze.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff with the inventor. He sends you on a bunch of errands to do stuff.
Yeah, you have to kind of go all over the place after that, don't you?
Yeah, and then there's a couple of twists and turns with Brink, obviously. So yeah, I would say there's a couple of hours left of stuff. Somebody did it in a half hour. I do not know how they did that. They must have skipped everything.
They just ran through. Yeah, we were listening to the lines of dialogue and stuff. I didn't want to skip too much because all of it's kind of interesting. And I mean, if you skip the opening cutscene, you just find yourself in space, like,
what?
What am I both do now? Yeah. So maybe we do that next Sunday. But yeah, it's good. I don't remember. I always remember getting to sort of about the first few bits and then just kind of giving up. Like, yeah, I remember the rest. Or just watching the rest on YouTube. I couldn't remember how to do the puzzles, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's not as hard as I remember, but obviously I've got an adult's brain now. I'm not 3 anymore. So yeah, but it's an old favorite, that one, The Dig.
Yeah, I love it. I've loved it since I was a kid. So.
And then Rama's another one. That also needs Scum VR to work. VM Scum.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Virtual machine.
I haven't been able to actually play. I mostly just watch playthroughs of it. If I want to revisit Rama.
I think I did a speed run of it recently. I was just curious to see if I could get it to work, and I got like as far as New York, and then was like, right, I can't bother like doing the rest now.
The sad thing about Rama is that they tease that there's going to be a second game. And Artsy Clark's even confident enough saying, "Oh, we're going to do it again. Have fun.
Join us in the next adventure.
Join us in the next adventure.
Totally be alive.
Somewhere out there in the stars."
Yeah.
But then they never made it. Or I think it was, they'd sort of done some general production stuff, but it never actually came to market.
Gentry Lee was too busy writing weird shit.
Yeah, well, we can get into that when we do the Rama.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's sort of a trope, another trope of creepy dialogue writers.
Yeah.
For both of those. All right.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Go and check Mike's YouTube out. I'll post the link again now.
Thank you.
Where you play all sorts of bits and bobs.
Yeah.
What are you playing at the moment?
We've been doing a bit of Uncharted. I did early on do Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
Quite a lot of Wipeout and just general kind of hangout streams, really.
That sounds good.
When we're tired, we just kind of hang out and chat about Star Trek. I did a bit of Star Trek Online. At some point in the future, we wanted to start doing. We've been recording a few commentaries for random episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, nice.
which are quite fun. So we may start uploading those in due course.
Yeah, that'd be good. You should play Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, and stream it.
Yes, we will. We will. That's definitely a plan.
That's quite a long game though. So that's gonna need a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could use it as a game you don't stream. It's kind of like a relaxing thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what. It would be fun to stream it, just because it's always enjoyable to kind of get other people watching.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. This has been really fun.
Yeah, it's good. We'll do another one maybe next week. And I don't think we've got plans next Sunday. Not the 12th. We're away 17th to the 19th, so it'd be good if we'll probably finish the dig next week. Oh, hi Kyle. I think you're just joining for the very end of the stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you can watch the bits and bobs. I'll do some. Oh, he's put like sad pictures. I'll put some clips and stuff on. Probably that bit where you mentioned this is the bit of the game where you rub everything against everything else. That was funny. Yeah. Tuesday is Shadow of the Colossus again. We almost finished that in one stream. We got halfway in one stream, which is mad.
That's great.
And then Thursday, The Last of Us again. So that's good. I'm very sorry, Kyle. You joined just too late. Literally at the end. It's a very, very old game, so you can go back and watch the VOD if you're keen. But it's mostly me trying to figure out how to do the puzzles and making sexist jokes because it's the 90s. No problem, I'll have a gander at the VOD. Yeah, cool. Thanks for joining. Right, speak soon, and yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bis
bald. Bye. See ya.